nation. No donation, no salvation.
And remember, respect is everything.
And we are back. So today we are looking at Detritus, the Decepticon, apparently Junkyard version of Hound. So from what I understand, this is eventually going to get repainted into Hound as his Earth form, because as you can tell, this is basically a remold of the Siege version, minus the roll cage and a few other. It's basically the Earth mode version of Siege Hound. But yes, if you're not familiar with the original Hound mold, the original car mode for Hound was a Mitsubishi J59. So that was during the 80s when I think it was Chrysler who had ownership of Jeep at the time. Because if I remember correctly, the original owners of Jeep, at least in the 70s, was AMC. Funny enough, AMC is also the same brand that produced my AMC Matador. I know Jeep had many other owners before AMC, but for obvious reasons, I have a new appreciation for them now, because one of the engines you could get with the AMC Jeeps in the 70s was a 304, which is the same V8 that my AMC Matador has. So I think Jeep was eventually sold off to Chrysler after AMC, and then AMC was eventually acquired by Chrysler in 1982, I think. I don't remember, somewhere in the 80s, but they were eventually killed off in 1987, which was a shame. But the Jeep brand still lives on. And I know the Jeep was also in many militaries and under many other brands as well. So just a little history lesson there for those who are interested in the vehicle itself. I'm a car guy, so this is kind of my thing. But anyway, so in terms of the vehicle mode, I only have 2 complaints, because otherwise I think the vehicle mode is great. And I only have 2 complaints. Well, first problem, there's no taillights. The original Siege version, even though that was a Cybertronian, Jeep, that had taillights. This has no taillights. Or at least there's no paint. I mean, you could probably put a sticker there if you wanted to, or paint it on, but come on. Another thing, there's no steering wheel or seats. And this is supposed to be the Earth mode version, so, I mean, I'm kind of glad they didn't do it, because then it would have messed up the transformation, but it does kind of kill the realism factor. And because this version doesn't have that roll cage that the other one had, that the Siege version had, it's kind of obvious. I noticed there's 2 tab holes here. I hope that eventually some third-party company, they make that soft top that was in that one episode of G1 that would plug into these 2 tops. At least that way you can kind of hide that there's no interior. But aside from that, the vehicle mode is fine. I would have preferred it in Hound colors, but I don't know what's going on with that version of the mold. I don't know if there's any news on it. I don't keep up with this stuff, so if you have any info on that, feel free to throw it in the comments. But until then, I got this one just so I can experience the mold. But anyway, that's enough ranting about the vehicle mode. He does come with 2 weapons. This little, I guess, missile launcher, which does come with a missile that does remove. It's on there real good. I'm going to leave that alone because that's really hard to get on there. And this little blaster. So there's that. Let's not waste too much more time, and let's get straight to transformation. Okay, so transformation on this figure is relatively simple. It's not super complex. So first things you want to do is you want to fold up these floor panels. At least that's what I assume they are. I assume they're floor panels. I'm not sure what else they're supposed to be, other than maybe like side steps to get into the vehicle. But anyway, go ahead and untab the sides. Come on, there we go. Then you want to fold all this out. Alright, so there we go. Split the legs. Then you want to take the legs from underneath the vehicle, fold them out like this. Then fold the chest down. Here, actually, come on. Oh, it's being a little difficult. There we go. Fold the chest down. Clip the arms into the side like that, so that it holds the chest in place. Fold the windshield down so it's not in the way. Actually, that's probably why they couldn't put a steering wheel, because then it would have gotten in the way of that. But, I'm sure there's, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to complain about it. Okay, anyway, go ahead and fold these around like this. What's going on here? Okay, fold them around like this. Fold the feet down like that. And you got one leg. Go ahead and do the same with the other side. Go ahead and fold that in. Alright. you're pretty much done with the robot mode now, and then the rest is just getting his weapons on him. Go ahead and give him his shoulder launcher. I don't remember which shoulder it goes on, at least on Hound, so I think it's that shoulder. And give him a little blaster. The head is articulated, but that panel's kind of in the way, so you kind of have to deal with it. So, the actual mold itself is good. Obviously, for many reasons, I would have preferred this in Hound colors, or I would have never got this, but again, I don't know what's going on with the Hound version of this mold, because I don't keep track of all that stuff. But yeah, aside from my minor complaints with the vehicle mode, the robot mode is good. It's great. I have no problems with it. If you do want to get this mold just to experience the mold before getting Hound, by all means get it. It's a good mold, aside from my minor complaints with the vehicle mode. Other than that, I mean, your only other option is either wait for Hound or, you know, see if you can find a customizer that's willing to paint one for you. But the mold is good. I don't care for the colors, obviously, but aside from that, it's really my only major complaint. Or, well, not really complaint, it's just the nature of the situation, but, yeah. So, if you do see him, if you don't mind the colors, or if you want to customize him, grab him. Otherwise, just wait for Hound. But the mold itself is good. But, again, up to you if you want to pick him up or not. I picked him up anyway, because, you know, I always like having extra Decepticons to just, you know, have my Autobots fight, just so I can have throwaway characters that can just get obliterated, and while main characters still thrive and well. But, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. I'm not sure what I have planned next, but until next time, you all have a good one.
Hallelujah! Another soul saved!